Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific clash we have ahead. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida State Seminoles offense is on the field for the first time today. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Florida State, 7, Boston College.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Boston College's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarter.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike.
Boston College, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively,
he's off to the races. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Boston College! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. He's going for it all. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's caught inside the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has him set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida State, 28. Boston College, 7.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking for room. It's Richard. Shakes off the tackler.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boston College right back to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Pro route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
Got his man on the right, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. That last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Stopped after making the catch. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Seminoles. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State, 35. Boston College, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Boston College will send out the punt team. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
brings it in down the left side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's Norris. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. They're working that left side. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing toward the end zone. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out.
42, Boston College.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to boot. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll immediately call timeout. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And he will score! Touchdown, Knowles! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half.
49, Boston College, 7.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. At the 40, there he goes. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistent.
Send it downfield. He's got it. Touchdown Seminoles. And the route is on. And it's up and no good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 35, he's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Golden Eagles have it with a first and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The give to Davis. Just ran him over. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the 22 on first and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move there. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this is the 3rd to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving...
Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. That might be the proverbial 4th-quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State, 62. Boston College, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He wants to throw it again. Caught close to the marker. It's Burks. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. This Boston College offense has it working. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 40. At the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that...
He's got it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball. He's looking deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the left side. Afterburner's coming. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Ready to try the point after. It's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
75, Boston College, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.